Yo, my name's Jaden, and this is the time I got married to music while tripping dick on mushrooms. I come from like a pretty conservative background. I just grew up in the South, you know, just like my parents hated drugs, thought it was like the devil and all these things. And at the time I wanted to try it because I was free for the first time in my life. I just came out to LA. There's this day that me and my friends had planned, driving out to Malibu. The sun was like setting and stuff, and I remember everyone was like, are you gonna take one? And we were like, I don't know, I don't want to feel it until we're on the beach. And me and my friend were like, fuck it, we'll take one. I want to get it started, so when we pull up, it's like, oh, this like oasis, you know? We pull up, walk down, there's no one, there's like maybe 2 people on this beach doing like photography. It felt very artistic, it was very calm. We start eating more shrooms because we're like, I don't really feel anything, you know? We're checking everybody, everyone's like, whatever. At this point, it had been like 2 hours since I had taken my first shroom, like just a little tiny guy, and I was like, man, like I'm just not feeling it at all. I've taken it quite a bit more. I'm just gonna like eat the rest of this bag with my friend. And we probably ate like 8 to 10 grams of shrooms. And like, I remember that I like was like, man, fuck this, like this isn't working, like I need to go and smoke. So I go sit down and I hit the pipe. I swear to God, I blink and I open my eyes, and it was literally like I was in a complete dream world. The shadows are purple and green, and the ground is moving like it's water, and the water's moving like a painting, and the rock is literally ginormous. It's this giant mountain sitting in front of us, being around the sun and the water and the earth. It just all felt very like unified. I was outside of time. I knew what I was gonna do. I blinked and 15 minutes had gone by and I'm there doing it. The water was speaking to me. Every crash would hit. I literally remember being so mesmerized and feeling like it was just talking to me, and it just felt very like rhythmic. Electric Love by Borns started playing, and me and all my friends are like dancing around. All I could hear was the guitar, and all I could hear and see was like myself on stage, people just being like, you're a rock star. And no one was saying that around me. And no one ever really said that to me ever in my entire life, except when I was in preschool. They ask you what you want to be when you grow up. And I literally said I wanted to be a rock star, a preacher, and an artist. And I hadn't thought about that ever in my life until this moment. And it all clicked, and I was like, I'm a rock star. So that definitely just enhanced my love for music. I felt like I was one with it, you know what I mean? I felt like music was me, I was music, because I've loved it my whole life, but it's kind of like that moment I got married to music, because it was like the first time I heard it that way, you know what I mean? And like I loved it my whole life, but it was that connection, man. Like,
you may kiss the bride.
And I said, I do. And that really was the beginning of my entire career. After that, fast forward a little bit, I went back and I was like, I want to get into a studio. I want to make music, and I feel like I need to make rock music. And I did, made my first song, Comatose. And that was a long journey afterwards, but the seed was planted with, you know, getting absolutely obliterated in Malibu. And so that led to a really long process of me just abusing drugs. And it turned my life into a bad place. So I should have just stopped there. And 3 years later now, I'm 21, I can look back and say I'm grateful for it. But man, be careful. Be careful if you're ever gonna do that stuff. Obviously, looking back at it now, I'm like, thank God I did it, but man, what an idiot I was. Just keep it in moderation, you know?
Tales from the